Using meth helped numb all the emotions I didn't want to feel. In recovery, I've learned how to deal with those emotions and those feelings instead of running from them.
I would get mad at my kids and I would scream at the top of my lungs. I would get mad at the neighbor and I would scream at the top of my lungs.
It was about self-medicating, not wanting to feel, not wanting to deal with family problems or whatever it may be, not wanting to deal with me.
When you're using, your coping mechanism is to use chemicals. It's pharmacological. People who use drugs become black belts at coping with chemicals. Part of this recovery process is going to be to learn new coping mechanisms because that option you're taking away from yourselves.
I tried calling Shelly today. I couldn't do it.
You can't avoid certain emotions. We don't think it's healthy. If anger is one of your trigger emotions, it's not healthy to stuff your anger. So the goal becomes a little different with emotional triggers. The goal is to identify what your emotional triggers are so that you can come up with an alternative coping mechanism.
I learned the timeout technique. It was through the staff at the facility I was at. I guess other people could see the behavior or were more aware of me than I was. So Diane, timeout. And at first, yes, it made me angry. How are you gonna tell me when I need a timeout? But I learned from it, and even when there was nobody around to tell me I needed a timeout, I was like, this is when somebody usually tells me to time out.
Part of recovery is developing coping skills that allow you to respond to your emotions in a controlled way.
Shelly, it's Mac.
It's about knowing what my demons are, what my buttons are, and what I do when those buttons are pressed, and not taking the easy way out.
And today when I'm angry, I say something like, you really make me mad.
It's like cartoons. You have the little angel, the little devil. The little devil's always gonna tell you, she don't love you no more. What's up with that? Why don't you go get high? And the little angel on the other side's like, you don't have to do that. You know you're a better person.
Many of us in recovery feel guilt and shame about the things we did during our use. But if we understand that addiction is a brain disease that dramatically affects our behavior, we can stop blaming ourselves and become more open to recovery.
Treatment taught me that there is nothing I can do about my past. And being able to realize that and understand that, I was able to forgive myself for not being a mother to my son, for not being a daughter to my parents, and also for the things I did to myself while I was in my addiction.
I don't have to walk with my head down. I don't have to feel ashamed of what I've done in the past because I've done that. You can't change it. But what you can do is prevent it from happening again.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome.